Welcome to this presentation on LAHP's AHRC Collaborative Doctoral Awards. I'm Anna Sexton and I'm LAHP's Deputy Director for Collaborations and Partnerships. I'm delighted to say that the CDA competition has now been launched, and this is for PhDs that will start in October 2022. For full details of the scheme, please visit our website using the link on the slide. Just to say that we're holding two online information sessions on Zoom. The first is on the 6th of July and the second is on the 14th of September. They're both from 12 to 1, and you can sign up via an online form which is available on our website. The format for the information sessions is that you will hear from a current CDA project with perspectives from the supervisors and the students, and they will talk about the application process. But the majority of the session will be given over to question and answers. So it's a really good opportunity for you to come, talk to us and iron out any specific questions that you might have about the scheme. So what is LAHP? Well, LAHP is a doctoral training partnership which is co-funded by the Arts and Humanities Research Council and is also funded by our 8 HEI partners, who are King's College London, London School of Economics, Queen Mary, University of London, Royal Central School of Speech and Drama, the Royal College of Art, the Royal College of Music, the School of Advanced Study and University College London. And it's important to note that a LAHP Collaborative Doctoral Award student needs to be registered at one of these HEIs, and the main academic supervisor of the CDA also needs to be from one of the 8 HEIs. So just to introduce you to the LAHP team, here we all are, and highlighted on there is me and Valeria Ferrugia, who is our Senior Support Officer. We are the 2 members of the LAHP team that lead on the Collaborative Doctoral Award scheme. So what is a Collaborative Doctoral Award? And I should just note at this point that most of the images that I'm using on the slides relate to current CDA projects that LAHP is supporting. So a CDA is a PhD that is developed and supervised in collaboration between an academic partner and an external non-academic partner institution. And LAHP ring-fences 10% of its 90 studentships for CDAs each year, and that works out at 9 CDA awards. CDAs are funded for 3.5 years, which is 6 months longer than PhDs funded through our open competition route, and we welcome both full-time and part-time applications. There is also a possibility of an additional 6 months of funding available to CDA students, and that enables them to take up placement opportunities or gives them an extended period for doing fieldwork or training. And in all of those cases, the final submission deadline is not extended, it remains the same. So what are the benefits of a LAHP CDA? Well, there are many benefits, and I would strongly encourage you to think about CDAs that you can develop and apply. But just running through some of these benefits, a CDA award enables you to build new or strengthen existing research collaborations between yourself and an external partner. It offers routes into PhD research for applicants with significant professional or practitioner experience. We really value that as a route onto the CDA programme. It enables the CDA student to gain skills, knowledge and access to resources and networks by working closely with an external partner, and that benefits both their research and crucially also their employability going forward. So CDAs are very good on the CV because you've been embedded within a partner institution for a considerable amount of time. They can also enhance the research capacity for the external partner on a clearly defined and relevant project, and they enable the development of research impact and engagement in collaboration with the external partner. Our CDA students also benefit from LAHP's wider training programme, and I've put some examples of that training programme on the screen. And I would like to draw particular attention to our language courses. When you are a LAHP student, you are able to study for a wide variety of languages as part of your PhD. We also have a cohort development programme. We have a placement scheme, and we have additional funding opportunities that are available to our students and also to staff within our 8 HEIs. I'd like to draw particular attention to our staff-led activities fund. Please do take a look at that, details on our website, if you're a member of staff at one of our 8 HEI institutions. At LAHP, we have a very strong and fundamental commitment to equality, diversity and inclusion in all that we do. And in terms of our studentship competitions, we're committed to the provision of equality of opportunity for all of our applicants. And so we are committed to a fair and transparent studentship competition. We're fully committed to treating everybody involved in LAHP equitably, and so we do not accord less favourable treatment on the grounds of any of the protected characteristics on the screen. In terms of our CDA competition, we have introduced new levels of scrutiny over the recruitment process of students to CDAs where there's not a nominated student attached. We have a transparent scoring criteria that we ask all interview teams to adhere to, and LAHP monitors recruitment process closely. So we welcome applications for projects across all subjects and approaches in the arts and humanities with a wide range of collaborative partners, but we also encourage applications in 3 priority areas. And those are the exploration of underrepresented collections, histories, knowledge, traditions or practices across the arts and humanities, transformative methods of engagement or practice to address inequity, marginalisation or barriers to inclusion in the arts, culture and heritage sectors. And our 3rd priority area is around collaborative arts and humanities research with a wide range of organisations on underrepresentation, diversity and inclusion. And I've noted on the screen there that we are very open to work with 3rd sector organisations, policy orientated organisations, voluntary, grassroots or activist organisations, right up to national institutions or government bodies. And you see from the slide here, this is just a selection of the partners that are currently supporting some of our active collaborative doctoral award PhDs. So you can see the range there is from the British Library right down to kind of the Natural Voice Network. So a big variety of organisations that is available to you to consider as partners on a collaborative doctoral award application. And just to give you an idea of the range of projects that LAHP has supported in the past, what you're looking at on the screen is CDA projects from 2021, and you will see there the big range of types of project, the institutions that they came from and the partners that are embedded in those CDA awards. And you can find full summaries of all of our funded LAHP CDA projects on our website at the link there on the screen. And what you're looking at on the screen here is our collaborative doctoral awards that are kicking off in October of this year. And again, you can see a huge variety in terms of project theme, the institutions, but also the external partners. And we're really excited to see these being kicked off in October. I now want to say a little bit about how to apply for a collaborative doctoral award. The first thing to say is that the application needs to be written by a by the prospective supervisor of the Collaborative Doctoral Award, and as I've said, they need to be embedded in one of our 8 HEIs, and they are the ones that submit the application form. But the project should be developed in collaboration with the prospective external partner. The application can include a nominated student, but it does not necessarily have to do so. The deadline for applications is 1 o'clock on the 15th of October. And if a successful application does not include a nominated student, the CDA will be advertised, and it is the supervisor who organises the interviews, but with oversight from that. So, if you are a prospective student with an idea for a Collaborative Doctoral Award, you will need to make contact with a potential academic supervisor in one of LAHP's 8 HEIs. If you need help in establishing who might be able to work with you on developing a Collaborative Doctoral Award application, you can email us using our CDA email that's on the screen, and we can help you in identifying a potential supervisor. Similarly, if you are from an organisation outside academia and you have an idea for a Collaborative Doctoral Award, we are really keen to hear from you. You can either directly contact a potential academic supervisor in one of our 8 partner HEIs, or again, you can email us for assistance in identifying a potential supervisor who might be able to lead on that application for you. So it's always really important to remember all CDA applications must be submitted by the lead academic supervisor, but with support from a collaborative doctoral partner. So now just to run through what you will find on the CDA application form, an example of which is available on our website. The first thing we want you to do is to describe the project. So we want you to indicate whether it sits within one of our priority areas. We also ask for a non-technical summary of the research, and then we ask you for the project description, which needs to cover aims, originality, methodology, timescales, plans for dissemination and impact, and both with the external partner and wider audiences. If the project relates to one or more of LAHP's priority areas, we also want you to tell us how the project explores those areas, and specifically what support mechanisms will be in place for the student undertaking that work. We then want you to provide details of the collaboration. So we want to hear about what developmental and training opportunities may be embedded in the CDA, and how the partner organisation would add value to the students' training, either via funding or in-kind contributions or access to relevant research resources, contacts, facilitation of dissemination and impact. We also want to hear details of the collaboration, so whether it's an existing or new collaboration and how it will enhance the research priorities of the supervisor or the department where the research will sit. We also want to know whether there will be any funding or in-kind contribution to the student from the partner organisation, although there is no stipulation that there has to be funding or in-kind contribution from the partner organisation. And crucially, we ask for a letter of support from the partner organisation, and this should be really clear about the ways in which the partner organisation is contributing to the research, what opportunities will be available, and making the case to show us that this is a really collaborative and embedded project within the partner organisation. In the third section of the application form, we ask for details of the supervisors, and we ask for 2 named academic supervisors. And we want a named supervisor also from the partner organisation. We, in section 4, want details of the student. Here there is a choice between naming a student. If that's the case, we ask for information about the suitability of the candidate, and we also ask for the candidate's CV, and we ask that that documents any relevant professional or practitioner experience and their educational background. If there is not a nominated student, that's okay. We want details about the recruitment and selection strategy, and we're particularly interested in how you may promote the CDA to prospective applicants from Black and Global Majority or other underrepresented backgrounds. Okay, so final words on the CDA application process. We very much, and I want to emphasise this, welcome applications which have nominated students on them with professional or practitioner experience that is equivalent to an MA. They are very welcome and encouraged to apply for the scheme. We very much see value in that as a route onto PhDs. The CDA can be full-time or part-time, and in terms of eligibility, up to 30% of our studentships can now be awarded to international students. So I now want to talk to you about LAHP's CDA assessment criteria. We assess the CDAs in 4 areas. That's quality and originality of the proposed research, quality of the proposed collaboration. We want to see that there is a clearly defined potential for impact in collaboration with the partner organisation, and we also score on the feasibility of the research. And we use the AHRC assessment scale from 6, which is to indicate that this application is at the highest priority for funding, through to 1 for unfundable. In addition, we are asking our assessment panel to also rank the applications in relation to how well or to what degree they the research speaks to our priority areas. We only use this for ranking and assessing the applications to differentiate between 2 applications that are at the same ranked level and equally fundable in all other areas. So just to go into a little bit more detail on our assessment criteria. First, quality and originality of the proposed research. So here we're looking for significance, originality and clarity of the research proposal. We're also assessing the underpinning ideas, the aims and the research questions. We're also looking at the research design, the methodology and the degree to which it's embedded in current sources and discourse. And we're looking at the suitability of the proposal for doctoral research. In relation to quality of the proposed collaboration, this is about the added value of the research collaboration, both to the academic institution and the partner organisation. We're looking at the nature of the commitment from the partner organisation, what additional developmental or training opportunities arise from the collaboration between the student, the academic team, their broader academic environment and the partner organisation. We're looking at distinctive forms of experience in areas related to research, design and methodology, analysis, dissemination, research management, networking or knowledge transfer that are offered by the partner. And what we want to see is a truly embedded collaboration between the academic institution and the partner organisation. We want to ensure that there is clearly defined potential for cultural, societal and/or economic impact in collaboration with the partner organisation. So here we're looking at the benefits gained from the collaboration for the academic institution, but also the non-academic partner and also the student. We're looking at benefits in terms of wider impact. We're looking at the role of the partner organisation in realising that potential impact and collaborative opportunities that will lead to cultural, society and economic impact. And our final criterion is around the feasibility of the research. So here we're looking at the relevance of the research areas of the supervisors to the proposed work, and we're looking at the supervisory team to see if the team has relevant supervisory experience. We're also interested in the synergy with the research priorities, that's of the department, also the wider HEI and LAHP. If the student has been nominated as part of the application, we are interested in their suitability to undertake the project, so we look at their CVs and the statement that's made around that. And if the application does not have a nominated student on it, then we're looking at the plans for the recruitment of students. And we're very interested in looking at how you will promote the studentship to underrepresented groups. Okay, so now just showing you the CDA timeline. We have launched the scheme, applications are open, and on our website you will find a link to our application portal, as well as all of the essential information and an example of the application form. The crucial bit of information to remember is the deadline, which is the 15th of October at 1 o'clock. Late applications will not be accepted. Then November time, our CDA panel meets to assess applications and outcomes are communicated to supervisors. The 28th of January 2022 at 5 o'clock is the deadline for CDA applicants to apply for a place at the HEI of their lead supervisor. And then from January to March, we have recruitment of students to projects without a nominated candidate. In April, the LAHP Studentship Award Panel confirms recruited students as recipients of a CDA. And then by the 30th of April, the outcomes are communicated to supervisors and award letters are sent to students. And then on the 1st of October 2022, the student commences the doctoral study. So thank you very much for listening. Just to reiterate, the application form and further information is available on our website. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to get in contact with us, and you can do that via our CDA LAHP email. And good luck with your applications.